Right now at 5, a woman accused of killing a 6-year-old boy is in court as the community calls for justice.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A woman accused of killing a 6-year-old boy in Medarie was in court this morning. 31-year-old Josie Dykeman is facing an intentional homicide charge for the death of Alex Xavier Pedron. She's also facing charges of chronic neglect of a child, physical abuse of a child, and repeated acts of bodily harm. News 8 Now's Dua Israr was at the courthouse for the preliminary hearing where a medical examiner testified about the extent of Pedron's injuries.
Ken, according to the medical examiner, Dr. Reed Quinton, the cause of death was blunt force trauma. Quinton says the Xanax in Pedron's system also contributed to his death. According to the 16-page criminal complaint in February, investigators say Dykeman called 911. When deputies arrived on the scene, Pedron was on a bed unresponsive. A bottle of Xanax was on the floor. Dr. Quinton testified Pedron's body was covered in roughly 10 to 15 bruises. The autopsy also revealed Pedron's brain was swollen and there was a tear in his liver.
So there were about 100 milliliters of blood just free within his abdominal cavity. There was also a lot of hemorrhage and bleeding around the head of the pancreas.
Dr. Quinton testified there was a chance that the bruising was caused by CPR, but it's unlikely. Dykeman's attorney argued that her bond should be waived because there are no direct witnesses who can testify Dykeman caused harm to Pedron. District Attorney Tim Grinke argued other children in the house were witnesses. Those witnesses told investigators Dykeman would treat Pedron differently by withholding food and hitting him. According to Judge Elliot Levine, there is enough evidence to keep Dykeman's bond at $1 million cash bail. Ken?
All right, Dua Israr reporting. Thank you very much. Another preliminary hearing is scheduled for June 9th. The La Crosse County DA's office and Wisconsin Department of Justice are looking to point crime victims in the right direction. Marcy's Law for Wisconsin met with the DA's office and DOJ today for a mapping exercise. This exercise analyzes what victims go through in order to help them better understand their rights. The director of Marcy's Law for Wisconsin says that bridging the gap between victims and leaders is important.
There are many stakeholders who are involved in serving victims of crime, and so getting together everyone in the same room is tremendous because we can learn about everybody's insights, everybody's roles throughout the process.
Marcy's Law is an update to Wisconsin's 1993 Victims' Rights Constitutional Amendment that was approved by a majority in April of 2020.
Well, we can summarize the forecast today in 3 words: copy, paste, and repeat. If you like the past couple of days, today was no exception. We had highs in the 80s and 90s. Now, one thing to note, rain chances will continue to pick up, especially across our northern zones in the evening and overnight hours. From, let's say, La Crosse and Point South, we're not going to see much of anything tonight. Our chance of rain will pick up again tomorrow. Hey, it says we made it to 89 La Crosse. We actually made it to 90. That's the current temperature is 89, 88 in Eau Claire, 86 Ladysmith, 86 in Winona, as well as Decorah, Prairie du Chien. Good evening to you guys. You're at 89. Boscobel is at the big 9-0. There's the radar scan right now. We have a clean sweep across the Cooley region, but just to the west of us, you see that line of thunderstorms. That's what's going to clip parts of the Cooley region for the evening and overnight hours. You can see that low pressure system just firing up across portions of Minnesota, going into portions of Iowa. So that's something we'll keep an eye on as we go into the next several hours. The 8 to 8 forecast keeps temperatures in the low 80s by the 8 o'clock hour, low 70s by 2 a.m., then mid 60s when you wake up in the morning. But La Crosse, we're going to keep the precip chance out of the forecast. But coming up in the first warn forecast, we will talk about the precip chances again for La Crosse, and we are going to cool those temperatures down. We're talking temperatures upper 70s, low 80s, which is below normal for June standards because June starts tomorrow.
All right, Eric, thanks very much.
You bet.
Well, as of this morning, Cameron and Burns Park in the city of La Crosse are temporarily closed. For the unsheltered living in those parks, that means they have to move again. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen joins us live from Cameron Park to show us what things are looking like. Emily?
Ken, early this morning, law enforcement and city officials were here helping the unsheltered living in Cameron Park move all their belongings out. They shortly after started on maintenance as the last few people were leaving. La Crosse Parks and Rec Director Jay Odegaard told News 8 the parks aren't designed to be used as heavily as Burns and Cameron are. So today's closure is a way to clean the parks and take care of repairs and tree inspections safely.
The best way to do it, as you can see the equipment in the background, is to safely get everybody out of here and make sure that, you know, the guys can get to work without having to worry about hurting somebody.
So Houska Park, where many unsheltered people have lived in the past, is currently still closed and gated. One unsheltered person I spoke with today told me she isn't sure where she or the other people living in Burns Park were going to go. So currently at this time, right across the street from Cameron Park on King Street, a lot of the unsheltered people have taken up residence at this time. So live at Cameron Park, this is Emily Haugen for News 8 Now. Ken, back to you.
All right, Emily, thanks very much. And the park is set to reopen in time for the Cameron Park Farmers Market on Friday. Wisconsin's governor was out in Onalaska today, taking time out of the capital to help road workers fill some potholes. Governor Evers picked up a shovel with Onalaska Public Works employees. A big focus of the governor's visit was safety. Department of Transportation officials say over the past 5 construction seasons, there were 6 incidents a day where a worker was injured on state roads. With roughly 300 state road construction projects a year, workers are asking everyone to pay attention and slow down in construction zones.
Speeding, tailgating, distracted driving are all dangerous driving behaviors, but especially so in work zones.
Those of us working behind the barrels rely on motorists to drive safely. Glancing at a text or social media alert while driving is not worth it.
Now, the governor also took some time to highlight the need for funding infrastructure and transportation. When asked about shared revenue talks, the governor said those discussions are still ongoing.
We're still not there yet, and a lot of discussion between the two houses, which I think is a healthy thing. I believe strongly that Republicans and Democrats understand how important shared revenue is, and that impacts local people working on filling potholes too.
Shared revenue, of course, being the shorthand name for how local governments are funded. The governor says the Assembly and Senate need to agree on a measure that would allow the city of Milwaukee to raise sales tax. It's been a point of contention, causing disagreements. Meantime, the newest list of endangered historic properties in La Crosse includes both Lincoln Middle School and Hogan Administrative Center. Today, the City of La Crosse's Heritage Preservation Commission announced the updated list outside Lincoln, which the school district decided to close at the end of the school year. The commission says a building being endangered does not mean it's guaranteed to be torn down. The group instead uses the list to raise awareness about the buildings facing potential demolition or
We want the community to be aware of their current state and help us by taking action to help save these buildings. So the community can step up and say, hey, buildings like Lincoln and Hogan matter a whole lot to us, and here's what we want to see done with the building.
This year's list also includes the Glory Days building, which has since been condemned since last year's India Curry House fire. The commission wants the community to know demolition is not the only course of action for these buildings. A vote to historically preserve Lincoln Middle School is expected in the coming month. As Minnesota joins the growing list of states where recreational marijuana is legal, businesses are already embracing the new law. Marijuana must be homegrown in Minnesota to be considered legal, something that can't be done until growers obtain a license. Around this time last year, the hemp industry was a startup in Minnesota. Many businesses believe that with a lot of manufacturing infrastructure in place from the hemp business, they can find a way for everyone to thrive from the new law.
Growing the actual crop is the same. If you want to grow outdoors, you plant it in late May, early June. Just like, other crops that are harvested throughout the year, they'll be harvested in late September or October.
Minnesota is also setting up an Office of Cannabis Management to oversee the regulation and sale of cannabis products in the state. Just ahead tonight at 5, U.S. government officials want to standardize a certain car feature to try and keep crashes to a minimum.
Attention homeowners, we started out with 50, then 30, and now it's the final days looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for American-made baths and showers installed in as little as 1 day. And with our Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. And it's the final days for 20 homeowners to save with free installation on a new bath or shower. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts and a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. 715-941-1303. 715-941-1303.
Meet a doctor who connects all the dots.
Oftentimes, people with low back pain, knee pain, or hip pain don't even recognize that it's actually coming from their feet.
Their feet? For real?
Absolutely, 100%. It can have a domino effect because their foot and their ankle aren't supported properly. Their whole body is out of whack.
Getting back into whack? Good Feet arch supports could help.
Keeping your body in good alignment, that can go a long way.
Come in for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards and upgrade your home's appliances. We have the largest in-stock appliance selection ready to take home today. Save over $350 on this fingerprint-resistant stainless steel dishwasher after sale price and rebate. Keep your home clean and spotless with Livman. We've got brooms, mops, and everything in between. Get this mop today for just $9.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Most automakers have voluntarily installed automatic emergency braking, which can stop or slow down a car when the driver doesn't react fast enough. As Astrid Martinez reports, now the government wants it required in all vehicles and is proposing major improvements to the braking system.
AAA tested vehicles traveling 30 miles per hour toward a stationary object and found automatic emergency braking, or AEB, was effective at preventing a crash. But that changed when the car's speed increased, and the tech also struggled in other real-world scenarios. The government wants to see that change.
We're proposing to require that these systems be much more effective at much higher speeds.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is proposing new standards that would require AEB to prevent a crash at up to 50 miles per hour.
That means that a vehicle has to stop without touching another vehicle in front of it. The test is very tough to meet.
The government also wants to see the technology improve to help prevent more crashes involving pedestrians.
Previous testing has shown AEB can be effective in the daylight, but struggles avoiding an accident when it's dark out.
Most of the systems are completely ineffective at night.
AAA's Greg Brannon says automakers wouldn't need to make dramatic design changes to reach the new proposed standards.
The major automakers have put the resources behind developing these systems. So what we're talking about is software and philosophical changes to the systems.
But the upgrades would still cost car companies millions. The industry group Alliance for Automotive Innovation tells CBS News it is reviewing the proposal and anticipates submitting comments. The government will consider those comments before finalizing the new rules. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, New York.
Most cars this year come standard with the AEB system, which can be turned on and off. Experts advise keeping it on since you never know when you may need it. Still ahead, it is summer party season, and some experts have a few tips for us to help you maybe rethink that planning stage for those get-togethers.
Heck yeah, it is, isn't it?
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
For the next few days. Tonight, though, not bad at all. Look at this, 83 degrees by 8 p.m. Get out and fire that grill, because this is going to be a gorgeous evening. The precip chances are out, but we are going to see a hot start to June. We'll talk about that with my 8-day in a few minutes.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At By Golf and Roadie, That's how we get results.
It was just swift, and they cleaned up pretty good after themselves, so no complaints.
More than 50,000 satisfied customers trust Mad City. A+ rated with the BBB. Replace that old bathtub with a beautiful walk-in shower or a new walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy installed in as little as 1 day. Be sure to check us out online, madcitybaths.com. We're looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. Final days for 20 homeowners to save with free installation. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts. Plus, if you call during this program, we have a nice gift for you. A free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and Western Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. 715-941-1303. 715-941-1303.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
When the insurance company sees Bygolf and Roadie on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygolf and Roadie gets results for its clients.
Well, the first official day of summer is just under a month away, and many people are gearing up for outdoor parties and celebrations. However, with the rising costs of food, beverages, and entertainment, it's important to find ways to save money without sacrificing the fun. Shelley Malashi explores the money-saving tips for your summer hangouts.
Whether you're planning a backyard barbecue, a pool party, or a picnic, how do you make the most of your summer celebrations without straining your budget?
Food and home decor and entertainment. Those would be the three big areas to watch your budget and really rack in the savings.
Jessica Allen from Living Well, Spending Less has these 5 valuable tips to help you save money on your outdoor gatherings this summer and still have a blast. 1. Make a menu plan and create a budget. Before heading to the grocery store, check what you already have at home, and then make a shopping list and stick to it.
So just plan your menu and decide what your non-negotiables are.
2. Shop smart. Buying in bulk is a cost-effective option. Also look for discounts, sales, and coupons to get the best deals on party essentials. 3. Ditch expensive party decorations. Get creative. Make your own. Look for inspiration online or at local craft stores.
Grab $5 or $10, head to your local discount store, grab a couple of big bright beach balls and just toss them in the yard. The kids will love it, the grown-ups will too.
4. Don't splurge on outdoor furniture. Instead, clean and spray off outdoor spaces and add some fresh plants to give a fresh look. And finally, entertain on a budget. Instead of hiring DJs, create a playlist of your favorite summer tunes.
People will probably not remember 100% what you put on the table. They will remember the spirit in which you hosted. They will remember the fellowship and the fun that they had when they were in your space.
And a bonus tip is to embrace potlucks. Instead of bearing the entire financial burden of providing all the good stuff, consider hosting a potluck. That way your guests can contribute their favorite dishes or beverages. And a reminder that Moon Tunes officially kicks off its 2023 lineup tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. at La Crosse's Riverside Park. The first of the free concert series will feature Tom Wopat and the Midwestern All-Star Band. The Wisconsin native and Dukes of Hazzard actor says the performance tomorrow going to feature a nice mix of genre. Moon Tunes will continue every Thursday night throughout the summer, which means it's that time of year where we'll have our Moon Tunes forecast every Thursday.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I want to go back to that last story real quick because they said instead of getting a DJ, play your, your playlist, I can think of something better.
What's that?
Invite us. We can be the life of the party.
Oh boy, I think we might have to stick with the musical playlist. to keep everybody entertained.
Tell you what, though, tonight's going to be a great night if you are having a summer party, early summer party, what have you. It's a great night. Temperatures will be in the 70s and 80s, and for the most part, except for our northern zones, I think we're going to see mostly clear skies out there. Definitely get out and enjoy it. The one thing to note, those allergies, oh, are they acting up? Take a look here at the allergy forecast. And you can see as we go into your Thursday and Friday, that grass is going to be on the high end. Pine and trees is going to stay on the medium side. And the pine and grass, of course, those are larger pollen grains as well. Now, today's the last day of May, so let's go ahead and take a look here at the old chart. And we had 21 days where we had temperatures above average. We had 9 days below average in one day, and that was May 20th. Where we were right on par. So this is going to get a clean slate for tomorrow, and we'll see how June plays out. And we'll talk more about June coming up in the 6 o'clock hour. Right now, we have a clean sweep on the radar scan. This is going to get a break for the central and southern zones for tonight, but you go off towards the west. You don't have to go too far to see a line of thunderstorms that's pushing its way over towards the western portion of Minnesota. Some of this will clip the Coulee region, though, as we go into the evening and overnight hours, but some places won't even see a drop. Now, earlier today, over towards, let's say, Menominee, just to the west of Eau Claire, you guys had a little bit of rain earlier, and that's since dissipated. Low pressure is off towards the west, and this is one that we'll keep an eye on as we go into the next several hours. Like I said, part of this will clip the Coulee region, but a lot of us won't even see a drop of precipitation. We'll stay mostly clear. Look at the temperatures outside right now. 89 degrees in La Crosse. We have abundant sunshine. Humidity, it's low. It's at 28% with winds out of the southeast at 9 miles per hour. We're 1 degree cooler in Eau Claire. 88 degrees. Humidity is at 28%. Dew points just over 100 at 51 with winds out of the south-southwest at 13 miles per hour. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 60s will greet you, making for a mild evening across the area. And as I mentioned, definitely get out and fire up the grill. It's going to be a gorgeous evening to do so. We'll see partly cloudy skies. Then the precip chances start to really ramp up as we go into Thursday. We'll start the day off with sunny skies, then that stray shower will start to pick up again in the afternoon and early evening hours. Some places, especially across our northern zones, will see a chance of precip in the overnight hours. Here's the regional view, and you're noticing again that southerly flow is in play, and as long as we keep the southerly flow and that south to north track with this precip chances, that's going to be the rule for Friday and going into Saturday. One thing to note, I do have some good news on the 8-day. I did take out the precip chances on Sunday. We will go to 89 degrees on Sunday, 87 Sunday, chance of precip Tuesday, but those temperatures, they will drop for Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, partly cloudy skies Wednesday, and then we go back into the upper 80s, low 90s for Thursday. But right now, looks like Sunday, even though it's a little cooler, will be the pick of the week because we have plenty of sunshine. We still have that precip chance in the forecast for Saturday.
All right, Eric, thanks very much.
You bet.
When we come back tonight at 5, the Bucks are not in the NBA Finals, but one restaurant chain says if you tune in, you will have a chance to win big.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Mad City Baths, we are your trusted local source for custom baths, showers, and walk-in tubs. Brighten up your bathroom. Choose Arctic ice walls with hopscotch impressions, or the classic look of Othello with cobblestone impressions. Installed in as little as 1 day, backed by a double lifetime labor warranty. Be sure to lock your price in with our price lock guarantee. And remember, 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will save with free installation. But these are the final days. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts. Last chance to call during this program for the free $50 Walmart gift card with in-home estimate from Mad City Baths. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. 715-941-1303, 715-941-1303.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Step up to GMC with 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra light-duty models.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today. As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
Welcome back. Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Miami Heat and Denver Nuggets is tomorrow night, and it looks like regardless of who wins, you could win some free food. 3 means free, especially at Chipotle, the restaurant chain, giving away burritos for every 3-pointer a player makes in the finals. To win a burrito on the house, when a player makes a 3-point shot, Chipotle is going to tweet out a code, and then the first 300 people who text that code to 888-222 will get a free entree from Chipotle. The restaurant says it'll give away up to 10,500 burritos per game. Awesome stuff. We will have a look at what's coming up at 6 in a few minutes, and of course Eric will have one more check of your forecast.
So I come to this country looking for opportunities, and I found out in Pilgrims. The opportunities in here are like infinity. Give Pilgrims an opportunity, it's gonna be great, and it's a really, really good place to work.
Nicolay, baby. I'll testify my commitment to the truth. Companies tremble while I'm spitting in the booth. I'm a lawyer rapper, peak the fit. Reppin' Nicolay law, cause we're the
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm making a rap video.
Good job, good job. All right.
Boom!
For windows, entry doors, and patio doors, trust the highest rated local home improvement company. The Board Store has served La Crosse and surrounding counties for over 30 years with the highest quality windows and doors installed by our team of skilled installers. Experienced salespeople that help you make the best investment for your home and family. Get a detailed proposal and the best price immediately. No games to play. Excellent products, superior installation, and fair prices. Call or visit today the Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores. We are at the hub of your corporate visit. With hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility. We have everything you need for your next business trip.
My career path, I started as a quality technician and was promoted 3 times in 3 years, and now I'm a quality lead. I encourage others to apply at Pilgrims for the pay, the hours, the benefits, and to be one big loving family.
Coming up on News 8 Now at 6, a Chippewa Falls man shows up to the police department covered in blood. Officers follow him to a nearby house and soon discover the source of that blood. The serious charges the man now faces and what led to that encounter at 6.
One final look at the next several hours. We'll see temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s by the 8 o'clock time frame. Then we'll go into the upper 60s, low 70s by the overnight hours. And as I mentioned, if you're going to have a nice cookout and you need entertainment,
I guess we're for hire. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. Appreciate it.